Good evening, or morning, or afternoon, or whatever time of the day it may be for you, everybody. And welcome back to Statistics. Oh, actually, we're playing Tales of the Abyss tonight, but I did want to go ahead and show off this, the statistics for Tales of Arise, because they're actually very impressive. First of all, welcome everybody. I see Brian and Aiken Labs are here already in the chat. Welcome, people. We're probably going to have a bit of a shorter stream tonight, like shorter than usual, because like as of right now, I'm about to fall asleep. I'm very tired, but I don't have that many opportunities to stream this week, so whatever few opportunities I can get, I'm gonna take them. But yeah, I had to wake up really early this morning, had a really long shift, and now here we are. But anyways, Tales of Arise. I came out on the 10th. That was 3 days ago, and it has broken records for a number of things. First of all, it had the all-time highest concurrent players on Steam. Was apparently 2 days ago 60,274. That's a lot of people. How much people is that? That's more than, let me show you. So 60,000 something amount of people. That's higher than here. Also Berseria, 8,085. So way higher than Berseria. Tales of, let's see. Tales of Spine. No, not Tales of. Let me actually type it correctly here. Tales of. So there's Tales of Berseria was 8,000. Tales of Symphonia was 1,414, and Tales of Hysteria was 9,696, and Tales of Vesperia was 3,450. So in total, Tales of Arise had a higher concurrent number of Steam players than all of the previous Tales of games available on Steam combined. Twice. That's a lot of people, as you might be able to deduce from that information. It's easily the most it's easily the most commercially impressive Tales of game probably to date. I know Symphonia was pretty popular back when it came out in 2003, but I think this is a new record. This very well could be a new record for the series, not just in concurrent players, but probably in sales as well. And again, this is just Steam. This is not counting PS4, PS5, Xbox One, the Xbox Series, and also the Epic Game Store. Because this game is also being sold on that one, I'm pretty sure. There's some interesting titles in the autocomplete. That's a nice handful of people. Yeah, I'm hearing some crackles in your mic every few seconds. Okay, let me go ahead and reset the mic. Give me 1 second. Okay, I disconnected and reconnected my mic. Honestly, I feel like it might be time for a new mic sooner or later, because this thing is, it keeps doing that, and this mic is again very old. It might be time. Maybe I'll get myself a new microphone for my birthday or something. What am I using right now? I'm using a Blue Snowball that I got in like 2013. 14? It's been a minute. I've had this mic for at least 7 years. And yeah, it's an old one. I know there's a lot of much better mics nowadays, and obviously there's a USB mic that you're supposed to, if you want the best possible audio, you want to use like a condenser mic or something like that. I don't got that kind of money. I might just have to stick with another USB mic for the time being. But I mean, again, this still works. This will have to work until it can't work anymore. That was a funny name, but then I realized the mic also has blue. Your mic has a blue emblazoned on it. Yeah, this one used to have it blue emblazoned on it, but the thing fell off. Anyways, so yeah, Tales of Arise. Very, very big numbers, not just for the series as a whole, but also for JRPGs in general. Apparently, this is also the highest number of concurrent players that any JRPG has had on Steam. The previous record holders were Monster Hunter Stories 2 with 34,995, and also Persona 4 Golden at 29,000 before that. So Tales of Arise doubles Persona 4 and almost doubles Monster Hunter Stories 2. Again, that's extremely impressive. So, regardless of your opinion of the Tales of series or Tales of Arise specifically, it's undeniable that Tales of Arise is pulling some very, very impressive numbers. And I hope Bandai Namco is smart to see those numbers and act on them. Realize that people do want Tales of games on the PC. We want a lot of Tales of games on the PC, and as long as you optimize them well, which I have heard that Tales of Arise is very well optimized for PC, which other than like Pop-In apparently is the one issue that the game has. But otherwise, like, a lot of people are reporting that the game runs flawlessly on their like mid-tier to slightly low-tier computers. So yeah. Just, by the way, your mic sounds fine. Okay, good. Great. I wanted to make sure that was okay now. So yeah, so that's... Since today's stream is gonna be a little bit shorter, I think this will be like the extra thing that we do today, and then we're just gonna go ahead and focus on Tales of the Abyss for the rest of the stream. So, as you may recall, last time... Actually, I did a little bit of grinding between the previous game, the previous stream and this one. So previously Luke and Tyr were level 7. Today they are level 8. So I did it mostly to gain Galt more than to gain experience, but nonetheless, speaking of games doing well, I noticed Deathloop is getting very good reviews. It better. Again, considering how aggressively they're advertising that game, it better be doing good. Otherwise, it would have all been for naught. I think that game came out... Actually, no. Deathloop comes out on the 14th. So for me, the game is coming out in an hour and 43 minutes. So if I, for some reason, really wanted to get Deathloop, I could do that if I just wait about a little under 2 hours left. But I don't particularly feel like waiting. It's not like I'm also going to get Deathloop anyways. I mean, it looks good. It does look fun. I'm not saying the game looks bad. It's just I'm tired of seeing ads for it. I'm done. We get it. You're in a loop. You kill some dudes. And then you're done. That's it. We've done that before a million times. Okay. Anyways. Oh yeah, I did gain a new I did actually learn a new art for Luke between the previous streams. So we got Raging Blast. It's not a particularly useful ability, but we have it. Not the death loop. The only thing in here is death. Over and over and over. I wish Kina Bridge of Spirits was getting that level of advertisement, because that game to me looks a little bit more like my style. And also it is coming out this month, or at least I'm pretty sure it's coming out this month. Anyways, are you... I haven't scanned you yet, actually. Can we have a donut loop for Nacho, or Nacho's loop? That would be quite lovely. Actually, well, speaking of food, that transitions into the next point. There we go. So today, after work, I went to a new restaurant that opened. I don't know when it opened, but I don't think it's been there for too long. Anyways, it's around my workplace. And I went to have, they have like wings and burgers and, you know, those sorts of things. So I went to have a burger because I was in the mood for a burger. And the burger was great. They forgot to take the pickles out and instead took the tomatoes out. That was kind of upsetting, but that's not too big a deal. I mean, I can forgive it. But instead of fries, I had instead of fries, I had fried okra as my side. I've never had fried okra before, actually. So this was the first time for me, and it was pretty good. I mean, I don't think it's a good replacement for fries, but hey, right up, Jesus Christ.
Well, you did your best.
Jade, Jesus Christ. All right, fried okra, OKRA. You've probably, if you've ever been by like a Walmart deli or like a Publix deli, you might have seen fried okra as an available option. But yeah, it was pretty good. I liked it.
That's your best?
I may have some fried okra again in the future with a different dish. I don't think it goes well with a burger, but it does go well, period. Okay. Anyways, my manager is painting a very specific picture of nacho soup. A great big hoop-shaped fondue fountain. That sounds like something that Taco Bell would do. I can imagine Taco Bell pulling a fondue fountain as a limited time thing on like a nacho, like a special nacho dish or something. Full cheese. Just because I mentioned that I like fried okra. Yes, actually, that's precisely why I had fried okra dish, because you mentioned fried okra. I was like, oh! You know, I've never had that before, so I'm gonna have some fried okra today. Okay, it's a weird seedy vegetable that is unusually tasty when breaded and fried. Yeah, you just googled it. I've had that before. It's pretty good. Where is this restaurant? It's supposed to, oh, right, I have to go to the chicken order. Well, I can't give you a specific address because that's a little too close. It's a little too close to my exact location, but I will definitely direct message you later to tell you, let you know where it is. So you can go try it if you're ever in the area. Okay. But yeah, my mom's been going there a couple times. Yeah, I was about to say to DM. Yeah, I'll DM you. Yeah, my mom was there once or twice already, and even though she doesn't particularly like greasy food, she said, "Oh, this particular one's great though. Like, definitely go there." And I also found out that right next to that one, there's a place that sells boba tea, and I like boba tea, so I'm gonna have some boba tea later. By later, I mean like one of these days, not tonight. Jesus Christ, no, I can't. I gotta go to sleep like right as soon as I'm done here. I don't have the energy to not go to bed after this.
Oh, are you done fighting already?
Okay, anyways, by the way, this is a terrible place to grind right now because we're getting very slow experience here. We're getting 6 experience per battle on average, and we got that much more to go. So yeah, don't actually grind here. I only grinded a little bit because I was already kind of there. Boba tea is good except when one of those ball things launches to the back of my throat. That sounded dirty. I think you're just not consuming the boba correctly. I've never had that happen to me. Alright. Well, maybe I'm just better at managing that. Meow 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 meow. He says thanks for defeating the Ligers. Okay, good. I mean, first of all, are you consuming it with the adequate straw that they provide for boba tea? The one that's just big enough for the boba to go through? Or are you drinking it in whole? That might be a problem if you're doing that. Meow 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 meow. She just said that. This street releases pollen that keeps the monsters away. So all the monsters are allergic. All the monsters die during spring season if they come around this tree is what you're trying to tell me. Been so long I haven't tried it since. Oh, well, there's a lot of boba places around here.
Mew, 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 mew.
So, there's really no shortage of boba in the area.
Mew, 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 mew.
It's quite amusing to watch monsters talk like this.
I don't see what's amusing about it, but sure.
They're so cute.
Cute, okay, I'll give you that.
Huh? You say something?
Yes, she said it's cute. What's wrong with that, Luke? You got a problem?
No.
Dear, don't be embarrassed. It's fine. It's fine to accept that things are cute.
Mew told me what happened. You met with great danger on our behalf. We are grateful that you have kept your promise, even after 2,000 years.
I would kind of prefer for Mew's like bottom half to not be colored like diapers. I feel like that just makes him look weird. I would prefer it if he was just blue, but like, you know, like every other Cheagle in here. But whatever. I don't see what's amusing about it. I need to get some soundboards. I say that every stream.
Aiding the Cheagles is part of Yulia's teaching.
But the original cause of all this was Mew burning the Liger's home. So I will have Mew atone for his mistake.
So we're gonna aid Mew?
What are you going to do? I will exile Mew from our tribe.
That's marginally less dangerous.
That's too cruel.
Naturally, I don't mean forever. I hear that Master Luke saved Mew's life. Cheagles do not forget their debts. Mew will serve Master Luke for one cycle of seasons.
By which they mean a year.
Hey, I'm not involved in this.
Yes, you are, Luke.
Mew insists upon accompanying you, Master Luke. I leave it up to you to decide what to do with him. Why not take him along?
I don't need a pet.
Cheagles are the sacred beasts of the Order of Lorelei. I'm sure he'd be well received by your family.
I guess I could give him to Guy and the others as a souvenir.
I mean, honestly, yeah, I would prefer anybody else but you to have to take care of Mew.
I'll do my best to be useful, Master.
Oh, you're so annoying.
That's precisely why.
Well, it appears his report has ended. Let's leave the forest.
Who died and made him boss?
I'd prefer him as the boss over you, Luke. I'd prefer anyone else in here, including Mew, over you as the boss, Luke. I'm googling keypad soundboards. One of the first results was a tutorial on how to engineer a physical keypad. Huh, maybe I should have said numpad. Yeah, that sounds a little bit better. Mew's one of us. Look, can't you walk a little slower? Mew can't keep up. Is it somebody carrying him? Why do we have to slow down for that thing? Don't worry, dear. I'm okay. See, even he says it's fine. Why do you have to be so mean? Why can't you treat Mew like one of us? One of us? He's the most annoying thing I've ever seen. Oh, please don't fight. Shut up already. It's your fault in the first place for burning the Liger's home. If you hadn't done that, the Liger Queen would have had her eggs without bothering anybody, and everything would have been fine. You get that? Yeah. Meow. Now, I'm sure Mew understands the gravity of the situation. It could stand to be a bit more mature, Luke. Yeah. Well, now that's cleared up, shall we be going? Oh my god, I hate voicing Luke. I hate voicing him, but I refuse to give him a normal voice. He doesn't deserve a normal voice. Come to think of it, learning stuff like this would be doubly helpful for me as a musician. It says I could assemble percussion on the fly. Yeah, very much so. Mew. Tyr is a fan. Oh, what's this over here? If you're tired, would you like to rest? Yes, sure, why not? And we feature in your stream next time, and I'll help you with voiceovers. Nah, it's okay. Hey. I mean, most of the dialogue in this game is voiced. It's just the skits that are not voiced. And we only have to worry about unvoiced skits in Tales of the Abyss. I'm pretty sure every other Tales of game that I intend on playing or streaming in this channel is going to have voice skits. In fact, let me go down the list. Vesperia is going to have voice skits. Graces has voice skits. Celia 1 and 2 have voice skits. Cisteria has voice skits. Berseria has voice skits. Arise has voice skits. And when we're going back in time, pretty much it's going to be the Japanese version of the Tales of games, which they all also have voice skits, including Abyss, but not the English version, so that's going to be a little bit of a fucking problem. Still having a hard time accepting Jade's absurd power level right now. Well, he's older. He has had a lot more experience in his life. In fact, how old is he? Doesn't say over here, does he? No, he just has the title of Colonel. Oh, you can actually change this. You should change that long ago. Can we get a different title for Luke? Something that makes him sound less favorable. Okay. Does he leave the party and not join again until disc 2 or something? Nah, we're not. We don't have multiple discs in Actually, we've never had... No, yes, we have. Tales of Eternia on the PS1 has 3 discs. And Tales of Symphonia on the GameCube has 2 discs. And I believe those 2 are the only instances of a Tales of game having multiple discs. The PS2 version of Symphonia doesn't have 2 discs. And the PSP version of Eternia doesn't have 2 discs, but you know, that's the end of that. Okay, let me guess, he's 23, aka ancient in anime terms. No, he's actually like 30 something, which is still not old. But Luke is 17, Tyr is 16, I think? Yeah, she's actually younger than Luke. She doesn't look younger than Luke, but I think she is. Yeah, Jade is on his 30s. Pretty sure. Again, the quote-unquote old man on every single Tales of game is actually just like a middle-aged person. Not really old. Except Tales of Celia. There, the old man is actually 63 years old. He's actually old, but otherwise, yeah, they're usually just middle-aged. Symphonia on the GameCube has 2 discs. It was the first multi-disc game I'd ever seen in my life. Oh, really? Oh, there you go. Totally missed the early PC days where games came on many, sometimes like a dozen floppy disks. I remember those days. I'll miss those days, but I definitely remember them. Did I save? I was right by a save point and just ignored it, like it doesn't freaking exist. Okay, let's try that again. Metal Gear Solid 4 on PS3 once had a joke where Otacon stops you and tells you it's time to swap discs. Snake looks around, he says he doesn't see disc 2. Otacon then laughs and says he forgot we were on PlayStation 3. Nice little photo. That's nice. That's something Metal Gear Solid would do. That is absolutely a Metal Gear Solid joke if I've ever heard one. For an application called Numboard. Looks like a simple enough, I'll let you know if it works. Okay, sure. If I can put some, well, I mean, then again, I also have to have my keyboard on me. I have my keyboard. Okay, my desk is kind of weird. So where I normally would have my keyboard is where I have my mouse and my drawing pad. My keyboard is actually further down, which means I have to actually lift it up and grab it if I want to type anything. Which is why it takes me a while to type.
I won't allow carelessness.
Okay. I should take care of it. There we go. There's numbers, so we can get some real badoomts going. Yes, badoomts, and as well as just anything else I want. I could get the clown music. And we could play the clown music every time something really stupid happens at like a PlayStation presentation or something like that. I saw Super Bothered once doing that. It's like that's funny. There we go.
Well, you did your best.
Okay, already found a nice feature. You can adjust the volume of each sample individually. Oh, that's nice. That's a surprisingly rare feature. Let's get the Tom the cat scream to it too when I... Yes, a Tom scream would actually be quite useful.
Yes, that's Anis.
Hi, Anis.
Welcome back.
Hi, soldiers.
Greetings, Anis. What's the status of the Tartarus?
It's in front of the forest, just like you asked. You said to hurry, so we came as fast as we could.
Hey, what's going on?
I don't know, the soldiers are here because the Tartarus is also here.
Restrain those two. They're the ones who've been emitting the 7th phonon.
Oh, never mind, they're arresting us. Most unfortunate.
Jade, don't do anything to hurt them.
Oh, and Ion is okay with it. I feel a little betrayed. For Tyr. I don't mind Luke getting arrested. I do mind Tyr getting arrested, though.
Don't worry, we won't kill them. Assuming they don't resist. Be good, kids. Take them away.
Well, guess the 7 phonon situation is very important because they keep referencing it. So that's the Tartarus. It's a ship. It's supposed to, but it can also go on land. I think it's designed for water, but it just also happens. I don't know if it has tiny wheels under it or what.
The 7th phonon hyperresonance came from the direction of the capital of Kimloska Landvaldir and converged inside Malkuth territory near Tataru Valley. Now, if you two were the source of that hyperresonance, that would make you guilty of illegally crossing the border into our country, wouldn't it?
So you're saying, Jade, that even if somebody gets isekai'd into a different country, it doesn't matter? Like, if you're gonna get isekai'd, you better have a visa while doing it? Better have your passports on you? Is that what you're saying, Jade? Do you realize how inconvenient that sounds? Lord.
Jeez, you're obnoxious.
For once I agree with you,
Called
Luke.
Obnoxious.
For once I agree with you.
I'm terribly hurt. But moving on, Tyr, we already know you're with the Oracle Knights. But what about you, Luke? What's your full name?
Luke von Fabra. I'm the Luke you idiots tried to kidnap.
The son of Duke Fabra, who married into the Kimloskan royal family?
A duke? Oh.
So if you hadn't figured it out, Anis is one of the more annoying characters. I mean, she's not as bad as Luke. But her ulterior motives are gonna make her a little bit less likable as you get to know her.
Why are you in Malkuth? And what's this about a kidnapping? That doesn't sound very pleasant.
We're here only because our 7th phonons caused a hyperresonance. It wasn't an act of aggression against Malkuth by House Fabra.
Colonel, I believe Tyr is telling the truth. I don't feel any hostility from him.
I do. Have you not heard his way of speaking, Ion?
Yes, it does seem he's lived a sheltered life, completely ignorant of the world outside.
Huh, fine. Make fun of me.
Yeah, we will continue to do that, Luke.
Actually, why don't we ask for their help?
We're headed for Kimloska under orders from His Majesty Peony the Ninth, Emperor of Malkuth.
To declare war?
Wait, what? Are you saying a war's gonna start?
You've got it backwards, Luke. We're trying to prevent a war from breaking out.
Anis, that's not public information.
But, I mean, we're already here. It's kind of late for that.
Trying to prevent a war? Are relations between Kimloska and Malkuth really that bad?
I assume. I mean, imagine, like... What's a good comparison? Between, like... Like, to put it into perspective, what's two countries that are not in war, but would probably go to war if just one little thing broke out? I'm pretty sure India and China don't like each other very much, particularly because of Tibet. So yeah, imagine Kimloska and Malkuth are India and China. North and South Korea. Well, I mean, that's too easy. That one's too easy. Numbered works exactly as intended. I'll send you a link there. Okay, great. I will have a look at that.
I think you're the only one who doesn't know.
You know, you're obnoxious too.
You're the most obnoxious one here, Luke.
We're going to release you now. I'll grant you permission to enter any area you wish, apart from those containing military secrets.
I mean, technically, you already got some military secrets here.
Then if you feel you can trust us, we'd like to ask your help. So that we might prevent this war.
If you want us to help you, why don't you just tell us what's going on?
If we were to explain and then you decided not to cooperate with us, we would be forced to hold you captive.
What?
This matter is a state secret. That's why I'm urging you to make up your mind first. I hope we have your understanding.
So basically, cooperate or die.
I'm sure they'll tell you the details after you agree to help. I'll be waiting.
It's like I already said here, I know you're gonna agree. You don't really have much of a choice here, Luke.
Luke, I'd so love to go places with you.
You may be disturbed by Anis, as I already said. Don't worry, you're not alone.
Please come talk to me if you're willing to assist the Colonel.
Okay, so Mr. Marco here. I don't know why they gave this specific NPC a name. I don't think it's actually important, but...
Why don't we take a walk around the ship? I think even you'll start to get an idea of what's going on in the world.
Let's go exploring, Master!
Okay, great. Unfair treatment before that chat. Go here and fill all in the numbers. And I got random trash like coconut gun, TF2 frying pan, and of course the reverb part, which I promised to use wisely. That's the one I think I'm gonna skip on. I really have no use for a reverb part. Well, okay, maybe during presentations, but I feel like I gotta choose between the reverb part or the clown music, and I kinda like the clown music better. Damn it, Jade, that bastard. I wouldn't have bothered with the Cheagle Woods if I knew about this. From what he was saying, it sounds like they've had their eyes on us the whole time. He would have been captured one way or the other. But I didn't do it, you stole an apple. They don't have any right to treat me like this. Still, there are advantages to siding with them while we're in Malkuth. You won't have to hide your identity for one thing. Whatever, it's all your fault anyway. Ever since you came, it's been nothing but trouble. I want to go home already. Sure, here came complaining. Yes, I have lots of funny German noises, no idea where I put those. I'm sure IEO would be useful if you're ever watching a YouTube video with copyrighted music on it. Anyways, Anis, what you got to say about us?
Hey, Luke! I can show you around if you like.
I mean, she does know her way around things, but I don't know. I think Tia should accompany, just in case Anis gets any funny ideas.
Maybe I would just get in the way.
Probably.
Not at all. We'd appreciate it.
Wow, so you do actually smile on occasion.
Yes, she does.
Excuse me?
And now she doesn't because you said that, Luke.
Oh, please don't fight. Come on, Luke, let's go.
Anis has joined the party. Okay, so now she's here. She's level 4. Anis. Anis, please. I need you to be a little bit higher level than that. That's not good enough. But that said, Anis is actually the best cook in the game. I think Tyr is the second best cook. Anis is the best cook. Like, you will get the best effects. Like, see, notice how she's the only one that actually adds extra ingredients to the rice balls. Yeah, see? For all its worth, she is trying to be a wife. And part of that involves learning how to cook well. On my own harder, heck yeah, there's an entire library of Hanna-Barbera stock sound effects. I'm sure I got some TF2 sound effects in my computer somewhere. I could probably go get some Grinch sound effects if I really wanted to. Just do the same thing I did for that one sound effect I got one time. Because I genuinely like some of the sound effects in the Grinch. Don't ask me why I have like a slight obsession with that game. Okay, what do you have? Dragon Search and Limited. So she's a hybrid character. She has some physical attacks and some spells. Well, right now it's 1 and 1, but she'll get some more as time progresses. And I guess since she's the new one, I guess we'll have her be the display character. Look at that. There we go. Let's save. Okay. Yeah, I'll definitely have to get a Tom sound effect. And honestly, considering how much I talk about Tales of, I should probably get a Tales of sound effect as well. But to watch, I'm sure there's something out there, or at least a quote I could use repeatedly. I'll have to think back on that one. Okay, the Tartarus. Well, first let's get out of the save points way, because that's gonna make things weird. So, look, where do you want to go? Where? Well, I don't know anything about this ship, so what's on it? Let's see. There's the bridge, there's the lounge where all the soldiers relax, and there's the cafeteria too. Well, a small one anyway. And there's the big room they use for meetings. And a bunch of rooms for everyone else to gather up. That's it. Doesn't sound very interesting. Well, the Tartarus is a battleship, so I can't really compare it to a cruise liner. Oh, how about the engine room? It's great if you're into font tech. No, that's okay. I don't know any of that stuff anyway. Oh, and the Colonel might not want you to go into the bridge anyways. So basically all I can do is wander around the hallways. Great place. I mean, would you really care about exploring a military base, Luke? It's more or less the same as the castle. It just looks uglier in that regard. You have the clown screaming from What's his name again? The clown from Cuphead.
What's that?
It's an alarm light, probably.
It's a phone stone.
Oh.
They're making it glow by heating it. They must use it for lighting here.
Oh, never mind. I got it completely. I don't know my phone technology.
Phone stones are those glass rocks floating up in the sky, right?
Phone stones are sacred stones created when the score is read. Don't call them glass.
But if they're glass-like, I guess it's not too wrong.
All right.
But basically, phone stones. They're a very important part of the Tales of the Abyss lore. Also, I know we're not playing God of War Chains of Olympus right now, but I did find a discrepancy in Chains of Olympus. So I checked my first stream of that game, and in the first stream, there were no problems with the cutscenes. They didn't have that weird frame rate discrepancy that they do now. So in a recent update to RPCS3, something must have gone haywire, and it messed up the cutscenes. So I was a little upset by that. I found a very bootleg solution where I have to basically pause the emulation, change the frame rate of the game before a cutscene starts, so the cutscene will play out normally, and then fix the frame rate back. But that's very stupid. I shouldn't have to do that. But yeah, that's what was upsetting me so much about those cutscenes in Chains of Olympus. Yeah, Recruit Tony, did you do it again? I'm sorry. What are you doing? I want to become a phone, so I was practicing fighting arts. Fighting arts are big in our country, so a soldier who can't use them is an embarrassment. How do you use funny arts anyways? Can I use it too? No, actually, you're one of the few characters who can't cast spells. At all, Luke. You take photons from one phone bell into your body and then collide your photon frequency with your own, generating special power. The phone belt is a layer of phonons that surrounds the planet. There are 6 phonon elements in all. By opening your body's phone slots, you draw the phonons and then join them together using a phone verse. I have no idea what the hell you're talking about. Okay, basically, a phonic art uses a spell, a phone verse, to control elemental powers called phonons. It's very difficult. Colonel Jade can do it as if it were nothing. He's a genius! I gave that guy like 3 different voices throughout that cutscene. That makes sense. Luke doesn't look like he can Indeed. I mean, he does write a diary every night, but other than that, please feel free to explore anywhere except the bridge. Okay, well, we'll only explore under the bridge. The overpass. The underpass, actually. Alright. Let's see. We got like a library sort of thing here. Oh, there's a treasure chest. What's in here? An apple gel. Great. That's a very complex looking treasure chest just to put an apple gel in there, but sure. I won't tell you people what to do. Okay. You can go over here, but you can't really do anything. So lately I've been playing some video games outside of stream. Specifically video games that I at one point started and couldn't finish. For one reason or another. And I'm not just talking about games that I started recently. I'm talking games that I started all the way back in my childhood. And couldn't finish them. So the first is... oh, actually, hold on. Let's talk to Iron first.
I'm sorry for getting you involved in this.
No kidding. If you'd at least tell me what's going on.
I'm afraid I'm influencing the situation as well.
The Pope does not get to leave conflict unscathed.
That's why Jade is being so cautious.
Because the Order of Lorelei is acting as a go-between?
Yes, that's part of it, but I'm afraid I can't tell you yet.
This is such a pain.
Okay, so I've been playing, well, not been playing, I finished playing like yesterday or the day before, The Emperor's New Groove on the PlayStation 1. It's a game I used to play as a kid, and I got stuck a little bit over halfway through because of a really dumb, stupid, like, railcart segment that, like, flips your controls around. It was the dumbest thing. As a kid, I got really frustrated. I just couldn't do it. Now as an adult, I have a little bit more skill and a little bit more patience, so I managed to beat it. But, yeah, The Emperor's New Groove. It's okay. Like, there's much better PS1 platformers out there. There's much better PS platformers in general. But you could do worse than The Emperor's New Groove for the PlayStation 1.
Well, well, Luke. A lovely lady on each arm.
I would only call one of those lovely.
Colonel.
I would only call one of those lovely, Mr. Jade.
I'm not... We're not...
He's not talking about you. He must mean Annis and Mew.
Okay. Look, you're just making the situation a lot worse.
But Master, I'm a boy!
You sure as hell don't sound like one.
I mean, it's just... Look, you can't go discriminating like that, Luke.
Now, settle down. By the way, what's this about a kidnapping you mentioned earlier?
How should I know? You people from Malkuth are the ones who kidnapped me.
Well, I'm afraid I don't know anything about it. Did it happen during the previous Emperor's reign?
Huh, beats me. Thanks to that, I lost all my childhood memories.
I'm sure you have your grievances, but I do hope that we can obtain your cooperation.
So basically, we have a situation with Jade being mildly interested in Luke's case. Memory loss. Could it be? Yeah, he has an idea of something. But obviously he's not going to tell us yet. And Luke is vicious. Not in a funny way, he's just annoying, but sure. Strange, Luke. When I look at you, I feel something oddly familiar. I'm sorry that you've met someone like Luke before, Ion. I wish there were less people like Luke in the world. You don't sound like a boy, you people. Cancel Luke. Yes. If there's any characters we can cancel, let's just cancel Luke. Besides, for deck maintenance, climbing can be dangerous if you're not used to it. So please stay away. I mean, you can't tell me what to do. Alright. By the way, if you guys are personally interested in playing Tales of the Abyss, as I already mentioned, this game is currently only available on PlayStation 2 and Nintendo 3DS, so it's not really openly available anymore. But I'm hoping that with the success of Tales of Arise, we're gonna start seeing remasters of older Tales of games sooner rather than later. Because we got Tales of Vesperia. That was the first remaster that we got on modern hardware. That was about 2 years ago. And there have been talks about wanting to bring more Tales of games into the modern generation. Tales of the Abyss is a popular one. So I could see them trying to get this one, but I probably would imagine that they'll bring like Celia and Graces first before Abyss. Nonetheless, hopefully Abyss is down the pipeline somewhere. The TARDIS is being operated by a little over 100 crew members, which you can't see right now. I ate a bowl of pasta and 2 sandwiches and I'm already hungry. How the fuck? Was it a little pasta and 2 small sandwiches? Because that would fill me up for quite a while. Unless you haven't had anything to eat for a while, which is fair enough. Actually, I watched a video. Hold on, we can probably watch that video later today. It's maybe a land dreadnought, but it can travel over water too, not just land. Okay, so this was designed for land, and it can also swim. Just macaroni, basically, ham, salami, gouda, and PB&J. Ah, so you had like a regular sandwich and then like a sweet sandwich. A dessert sandwich is what I call that. I mean, again, feel like that would fill you up, but again, different people, different sizes, different amount of food that they need to consume. Just a ladder for the side turret maintenance. You can't enter the turrets from outside, by the way. Anyways, but I watched a video that explains what exactly happens to your body when you overeat. It's kind of disgusting, kind of upsetting, and I guess that's the point, because ever since I watched that video a couple days ago, I'm being a little bit more cautious about not eating too much. A video on how Hispanic people yes, or if you ever go to a buffet. So here's what happens when you go to a buffet. This door leads to the bridge. The interior of the bridge is state secret. I'm afraid we cannot permit you to enter. Okay, fine. Even though Anis is like an important person here, but whatever. But yes, I watched the video and that explains what happens to your body when you overeat. Again, kind of disgusting. Your body does have some built-in mechanisms to make sure that you don't actually like die from overeating. But you can definitely do some damage to your body from overeating. Especially if you do it too much. Like too often. So yeah, we'll watch that video later before I end the stream, just so I can watch it again, so I can really drill the ideas down in my head, and for you guys to watch, so you can like learn about what happens and why you should try to avoid overeating. Okay. Yeah, honestly, the best. If you're doing something unhealthy, usually the best way to prevent yourself from doing that unhealthy thing anymore is to learn exactly what happens to your body by doing that unhealthy thing. It's like, oh, that's what's going on whenever I consume this or that, whenever I drink too much soda, whenever you smoke, whenever you drink, whenever you do this and that. Yeah, like don't do that. Do you wish to speak with Colonel Jade? Sure, I think we're done. We already spoke with Jade, though. Understood. Are you sure? We won't get anywhere if we don't hear what he has to say. I've been locked up till now anyway. As long as they take me to Backloggery, I don't care. I don't take anything seriously. Shut up already.
Small localized conflicts have broken out recently.
Well, graphic illustrations of smoking lungs definitely turned me off of tobacco at a young age. Yes, I've seen the lungs of smokers. I imagine my mom's lungs kind of look like that. If I have to be honest, I'd hate. I'm sure she's seen pictures of it, but it's kind of late for her now. Me, I saw it just in time. I know I don't want to do that. Okay, maybe if we got a stomach shriveled and grey from eating bad stuff, I'd live a bit differently.
It's likely those will soon escalate into full-scale war. After all, the truce for the Hot War is only 15 years old.
Emperor Peony has written a letter proposing a formal peace treaty. They requested my aid as a neutral ambassador.
If that's the case, then why do people think you've gone missing? Master Van went looking for you, you know.
That's due to matters within the Order of Lorelei.
A conflict is unfolding between the reformist Phone Master faction, centered around Ion, and the conservative Grand Maestro faction, centered around Grand Maestro Mode.
So we literally have a left wing versus right wing, but specifically within the church situation. So I can put it into like more understandable words.
Mose is looking for a war. I managed to escape from Mo's custody with the help of the Malkuth military.
Phone Master Ion, there must be some mistake. Grand Maestro Mose would never desire such a thing.
I can't believe Tyr is Republican.
Mose prays only for the fulfillment of the score.
I'm kidding. Don't calm down.
Tyr, you're with the Grand Maestro faction? No way.
I'm neutral. Yulia's score is important, but so are the Phone Master's wishes.
Never mind, she's a centrist. Somebody's gonna make a freaking political alignment chart of this game at some point. Maybe I'll have to do it, I don't know.
Hey guys, hello? You want to slow down so I can follow?
My apologies. I'd forgotten the young master here hasn't a clue about the world around him.
What did you say?
Exactly what he said, Luke.
Regardless of the state of affairs within the Order, I must deliver this letter to Kimlaska.
But we are the soldiers of an enemy nation. Even as emissaries of peace, it won't be easy for us to cross the border. If we delay, the Grand Maestro faction will catch up with us and interfere. That is why we need your help. Well, really, we just need your social status.
I'm glad you're being blunt, Jade. I don't mind you being blunt with Luke.
Oh, I'm hurt, Gramps. Is that all I'm good for?
Yes, actually.
And didn't anyone ever teach you to bow your head in respect when asking someone for a favor?
No, you're not supposed to do that. You don't have to bow. What? You just ask for a favor. Like, what kind of fucking hat? Jesus Christ.
Don't act like that, Luke. You don't want a war either, do you?
Would you shut up already? Well?
Commander.
Wow.
Master Luke, please grant us your aid.
You can hear the sarcasm in his voice.
Man, do you have any pride?
And you can hear my voice really wanting to punch the screen right now.
None so cheap as to be shaken by something as petty as this, sir.
Fine, whatever. You just need me to talk to my uncle, right?
You have my deepest gratitude. Now, by your leave, Master Luke, I must attend to other matters.
Stop calling me Master. Coming from you, it's just wrong.
As you wish, Master Luke.
You gotta admit, Jade is a character. The way he teases Luke is quite amusing. Probably one of my favorite things about him. Well, anyways, I go to the gym regularly, and if I know I overeat, sometimes I will work myself hard at the gym. Yeah, I should go to the gym more often, and by more often I mean at all. I don't go to the gym at all. What? I should. Or at least I should exercise in some capacity. But I don't. I should. But I don't. Maybe I should watch a video. What happens to your body when you exercise regularly? Okay. Anyways, I was talking about games that I was playing again. So a couple months ago, I streamed Disruptor. It is the first game made by Insomnia Games on the PS1. It's a first-person shooter. And in that one stream, I was like, at the end of it, I was like, this game's just like, okay, fine, I guess. I don't really want to play it anymore. So I tried playing it some more today, and or not today, but like yesterday, and I really, really couldn't. It's too clunky. It's too annoying. I don't like Disruptor. So that one's just, I'm just gonna give up on that one. If you were an important mission like this, why the heck did you ever get involved in a mess and gave? Cheagles are considered sacred to the Order. And the letter I was supposed to receive it and gave was late anyway, so... You sure like sticking your neck out of people. It's the total opposite of you. Do you have to be a jerk about everything? Look who's talking. I ask you the same thing. Please don't fight. Okay. If you want to tag along, let me know. I can bring a person whenever. Yeah, maybe. Though obviously I need a gym membership. And time. And maybe a little bit of energy too. Keep in mind, my job does leave me a little bit more physically tired than yours does. So when I get off work, I really don't want to do any more physical exercise. I just want to go to bed. You don't need a gym. There's oodles of opportunities outdoors. Find a public lake on a nice day and swim. Find a trail and hike. Get a ultra lucky like me and find a crowded rock wall that even an amateur can climb. I mean, I used to take hikes back in Colombia, specifically at my dad's place, because like we used to live kind of by the farmlands, and there were a lot of swamps and like yeah, there was a lot of hiking you could actually do over there. So I would do a lot of hiking back when I was a wee lad, but I'm no longer a wee lad nor in the farmlands, so it doesn't work anymore. Complicated discussions are tiring. I'm gonna get some air. Tell me about it. I wouldn't have found the energy to climb that waterfall if I was still on my retail job. Yeah, it's maybe if one day I get a more relaxed job, or at least even if it's a retail job, just one that's less physically strenuous. I'll be okay with doing some gyms and exercises and stuff like that. But that's not the case right now. Okay.
Yes. Do you need something?
Are we under attack?
What were we gonna ask Jade anyways? I don't remember. I do my workouts in the morning before I start working. Once I'm done working with my kind of job, I'm mentally drained where I don't want to do nothing. Yeah, that's fair enough. My work schedule is quote unquote flexible. Really, it's just annoying, but we can call it flexible. So sometimes I have to work in the morning and sometimes I have to work in the afternoon. So if I had a more consistent work schedule, I could probably work a gym routine in there, but I can't.
Oh no, Luke, what should we do?
Bridge, what's going on?
A large flock of griffins 20 kilometers ahead.
Griffins?
Total number unknown. Contact in approximately 10 minutes. Commander, requesting permission to open fire with all cannons.
You're the captain. The ship is yours.
It's like, why are you asking me?
Understood, sir. Large swarm of monsters 20 kilometers ahead. All hands, battle stations.
So we're fighting griffins.
Repeat, all hands, battle stations.
You three, return to your cabin.
Huh? It's just some monsters.
I mean, it's griffins. It's not like regular ass monsters.
Griffins don't normally work in groups. It's dangerous when monsters act unusually.
What's wrong?
Ligers are dropping from the griffins. They're clinging to the hull and attacking.
So the Ligers are riding the griffins. I want to see that.
Engineering is...
That guy got murderized.
Bridge, respond. Bridge!
He's dead.
Ligers are those monsters we killed at the Cheagles place, right?
Yeah, they're coming back for you, Luke.
Yes.
You're kidding. There's a whole horde of those things here? We're dead if we stay on this ship. Let me off of this thing.
Oh yeah, you're just gonna jump off, Luke? Is that what you're gonna do?
Stop. It's dangerous to go outside now.
Like so. That's not a liger. I mean, he looks kind of like a lion, so maybe half of it, but not really a tiger. I don't see the tiger part on him. Anyways, hello.
Impressive. But it's time for you to calm down. Now.
Well, my shifts are 1 PM every day at work, so usually I can, but like to go to the park and run and do cardio sometimes, into the fresh air. Yeah, I should probably... I guess walking is like the least I could do. Just start looking into that.
Colonel Jade Curtis, commander of the 3rd Division of the Malkuth Imperial Forces. Or maybe just Jade the Necromancer.
So he can revive the dead is what he can do.
Jade the Necromancer? You?
Jade has received the Necromancer title.
Well, well. It seems I'm famous.
You could buy a copy of Ring. Actually, yes. I feel like that's genuinely the best way in which I could do exercises, by getting Ring Fit Adventure. If it wasn't so expensive, I would genuinely get Ring Fit Adventure, but I don't got that kind of money on me right now.
Rumors have spread far and wide how you scavenge corpses after every battle.
Then again, if I'm thinking of getting a mic, well...
Oh, but my stories have nothing on yours, sir. Largo the Black Lion, one of the 6 god generals of the Oracle Knights.
See, I told you he was kind of like a lion.
I've been waiting for a chance to cross blades with you. But unfortunately, right now, I must retrieve Phone Master Ion.
I'm afraid I can't allow that.
Hey, don't move, unless you want this boy's head to roll.
Please, everyone move.
Jade the Necromancer. Letting you go now will only mean trouble later.
Do you think you can kill me by yourself?
If I seal your phonic arts.
That's just a dice. I don't...
A phone slot seal?
Jade, why did you let this happen? You had plenty of time to react. Like, it was just kind of standing there, showing you the thing he's gonna use. You probably know what that is. Like, okay, you brought this on yourself, Jade. I'm not defending you on that.
Here to seal the Phone Master's phonic arts. I didn't expect to wind up using it like this.
Mew, 5th phonon at the ceiling. Hurry!
Yes, sir!
So the 5th phonon...
Anis, get Ion.
So the 5th phonon is fire. So now we know, in case you needed to know that specific information of lore.
I'm on it.
I trust you know where to meet.
Don't worry.
So I guess we're not gonna have Anis anymore?
Oh, no, you don't!
Stabbed him.
Well, yes. That's what you do in a battle, Luke. You stab the other one. Also, I can see your bald spot. I can actually see where his head ends and his hair starts, like in the model. You see that? You see those little triangles? In between, like where his bangs start? You can actually see, like, behind, like, the foreground back there. Or the background, I mean. It's, it's kind of silly.
Anis will take care of Ion. We'll take back the bridge.
But your arts are sealed.
Indeed. It's likely to take several months to fully undo this phone slot.
But we don't have several... Actually, no, we probably will stream this game for several months.
But as long as we have your hymns and Luke's sword, we can still take back the Tartarus.
Alright, Luke, let's go. Luke!
Right.
Well, I guess he's traumatized by having witnessed murder for the first time, even though he murdered several other animals already. I feel like you would at some point just kind of let it slide, but whatever. Alright, so we're back to Jade. Now Jade is lower level than everyone else. He only has 2 attacks, Sonic Spear and Energy Blast. So, that's the most unfortunate. Okay. Start just by walking, either around your neighborhood or going to a park and spending some time speed walking or something else. Probably around my neighborhood would be fine. I was honestly expecting that to grow huge and thwomp him. Now we need a thwomp noise now too. Yeah, we need a lot of noises here. Mew puke. Yeah, Mew kind of just pukes fire. I wish you could actually use Mew in combat, but no. This reminds me, did you know that the Sega Saturn processed polygons as rectangles rather than triangles? For the early days of 3D, that was a baffling thing to learn. It's like harder to compute and also was way less flexible. I have no idea how they screwed that up. Maybe that's why the Sega Saturn is so difficult to emulate. I hear that it's not, or actually just develop in general, like, it's one of the hardest consoles to hack. Like, right up there with the PlayStation 3. But the PlayStation 3 got hacked because, you know, there's a lot of demand for that. The Saturn? I mean, you got, like Panzer Dragoon Saga. And, like, prototypes of Shenmue, I guess. Okay. And okay, I had completely forgotten that Jade got a depowered. That's one way to do it. Yep, so we got a plot reason why he's a whip now. Fighting for our lives. That Largo River, he dead. Well, that was certainly my intent. It could prove rather problematic if he's still around. But you don't have to kill him. So our enemies are free to kill us, but we should spare their lives. I'm afraid I don't quite follow that logic. Look, this isn't a simple training exercise. We can't afford to worry about the lives of our enemies. But I'm sure they're prepared to give their lives for their mission. That's the duty of a soldier, after all, to give your life for a greater cause. Though it seems the sense of a certain house of Glasgow do not share the same dedication. That's not what I'm saying. Damn it. Yeah, so Luke is in a bit of a precautious situation. If I recall correctly, this was intentional on Sega's part as an anti-piracy measure, but it also made it super hard to develop games. Yeah, so the more anti-piracy measures you put on your console, the less likely you're gonna get developers working with you. Nice ghost there, Luke. Yeah, that's part of the emulation. That's what I was saying about the emulation lighting looking kind of weird. Anyways, let me share some about the strategy here. White flying enemies. I don't know, just weak enemies, maybe? Sure, why not? Funny cars, yeah, focus on doing that. Watch TP. Actually, no, don't watch TP, just... I don't know if I want to, like, not use them. Really use items when condition changes. What does that mean? Like, you say, like, if you get an illness, use an item. Is that what I mean? You know, don't use. I'll let you know when to use them. Over limit. Don't use it actually. We don't actually know about over limits yet, but don't use them. I'll let you know when to use them. Okay. Imagine the visual bug in multiplied by 4, and you've got the Fire Emblem Fates on Citra experience. Oh man, it's a little bit. Oh, wait, hold on. Give me a second. We're playing as. I don't want to be running around as Luke. Anything but Luke. Jeez. Okay, well, let's save. I know we've been saving, like, obsessively in this stream. Don't worry, I know. Okay. Well, anyways. No, actually, since we're... Nah, I'll go ahead and keep playing as Luke in the actual overworld. I mean, the battles. For now. Maybe once... Tyr and Jade get some more abilities, I'll switch to them, but for now Luke is definitely the easiest one to use. Lygar? Oh, so they're not like girls, they're like ours. Oh, I guess that explains a little bit. But I kind of prefer to think of them as ligers and not like ours. Okay. Ow. Okay, you guys have a lot of HP. See if I can hit him. Nope, can't hit him. Okay, well that was a thing that the game won't explain just yet, but will be explained eventually. Well, the phone slot seal. All right, what speaking of phone slot, what capacity code do you have, Jade? No sé. Bad code with the meaning of mischievous inscribed. So, stubborn, mischievous. I don't see the resemblance in these words, but okay. And then haughty. It's not a word you hear often. But okay. The phone slot seal. Colonel, are you okay? You mean the phone slot seal? Well, I expect I can still manage better than someone who's never been on the battlefield. There's no need to worry. What? Why, you? I will, however, need both of your assistance to recover control of Tartarus. Understood. Look, let's go. Alright, alright. Jeez. And here's the griffin. That's what they look like. Kinda large, actually. Alright. I got an amount of HP. Ow. I completely messed that up. Okay, y'all need to stop being such a weird spot. Okay. There we go. They look weird without the lion's forelegs. Oh, we actually lost great on that one. I messed that up. I just realized we didn't get an opportunity to go to a shop in the Tartarus. That would have been nice. We're not foolish enough to head straight for the bridge. Well, we're not foolish enough to head straight for the bridge via the normal route. We can get to the bridge from the arcing deck overhead. So let's proceed that way instead. So we got... Oh, so the enemies respawned. Okay, sure, why not? We'll fight them again. Get some experience while we're here. Ow. Oh, I messed that up. Okay. Ow. Look at you. There we go. Okay. Thankfully, I know the things to make the abilities look cooler. What the hell is that called again? Field of phonons, that's what they're called. Instant mobs, just add water. Imagine if it was raining, maybe they'd turn into more powerful mobs.
I'll destroy you.
Okay. I should take care of... Nope, never mind. There we go.
Just stay dead.
Okay. I'm very excited to see how Tales of Arise's combat system is compared to, you know, something less... as older as Abyss. By the way, I did actually download and install the Tales of Arise demo now. It, unfortunately, does not have an options menu in the main menu. I think I'm gonna have to actually have to go in game in order to get the options menu. you know, the graphic settings and all of that, which again, kind of stupid. Don't see why they wouldn't put that in the freaking menu, but okay, whatever. I guess no point complaining. Anyways, yeah. So I was talking. I keep forgetting what I start talking about. So Disruptor, that's a game. That's a game I've decided to give up on now because it's just too boring, too obnoxious, too clunky. But now I have moved on. I have now moved on to, what is it? This little PS1 game that you guys might have probably not know of. It's Jackie Chan Stuntmaster. It's a beat 'em up. There's a little bit of platforming involved as well. It's actually kind of fun. It's very, obviously, by today's standards, it's very primitive. There's much better beat 'em ups and platformers in today's day and age, but there's something charming about Jackie Chan Stuntmaster. Especially because they did actually get Jackie Chan himself to do the mocap for that game, and his voice too. So I'm not too well versed in Jackie Chan movies, but I will admit I kind of like his sense of humor, and Stuntmaster does a good job at portraying him in that regard. Okay, so that's next on my list. I was also never able to finish that game, I think because the final area or the final boss was also just too hard for little old me. So I hope to re-challenge that again now with a fresh mind and a fresh look on things and all of that good stuff. Did I get something interesting? No, some. Ironic how Luke and Tyr leveled up instead of Jade, but I guess Jade will level up again soon enough. But yeah, I got a bunch of games that I started on the PS1 as a kid. But nowadays I'm just kind of nowadays I have to re-challenge them as an adult. Okay. Like, let me see, what else? Another game that I really have to come back to sooner or later is Medieval 2. Medieval 2 is a game that I was never able to finish because that one just scared me too much as a kid. That was a situation. Okay, that just looked kind of silly. But
he's out like a light.
Yeah, as I continue to challenge games, I'll let you guys know how that goes. Because I don't want to have a giant backlog of unfinished games in the back of my head. It weighs me down a little bit.
Tyr, you're amazing.
Let's take back the Tartarus. Tyr, if you'd assist me.
Okay. Also, let me do something here. Okay. Give me 1 second. Okay. Now we're good. Just have to check something.
Right.
Hey, what do I do?
I just stay here. Make sure the guard doesn't wake up.
You stand watch here.
More like stay out of the way.
Yes, actually. Tyr has left the party. Jade has left the party.
How come that attack made him fall asleep anyway?
But that's how it works.
Tyr's finding Kim's used the 7th phonon.
Here we go again. What the heck is a 7th phonon?
You don't know? It's the 7th known phonon. It's the phonon of sound. It was just discovered.
Okay, I do find it kind of funny that Mio actually knows about that, even though he lives in a fucking tree in a forest. with a bunch of monsters. How does he get word of this events?
The score is made up of the 7th phonon too. It's really special.
Ah, your voice drives me up the wall.
Sorry!
Well, as fascinating as this phonon science is, I'm going AFK for a snack. Okay, fair enough. You go ahead and grab your snacks, and I will, we're still going to be live for about half an hour-ish, maybe. Still want to watch that video, though. That freaking face, though.
Damn, that scared the hell out of me. Go back to sleep.
Well, that's not how you keep someone asleep, Luke. Jesus Christ.
Whoa, he got up.
Yes, but that's what happens when you kick somebody. You fucking idiot. What are you thinking?
Stay back.
I love this building it up like a boss fight. It's really not. It's just a regular night. But we're going ahead and scan him over here. 1080.
Don't come any closer.
And we did the stab. That zoom in right there is particularly dumb looking.
What happened?
If we kill the soldier.
This is bad. The commotion has caused the phonic hymn to weaken.
I stabbed him. I killed him.
Yes, look. That's what happens when you're in a life or death situation. You're a video game character, you should know this.
If you're scared of killing, then throw away your sword, you worthless reject!
I don't know who you are, but I agree with your words, Magic Man.
And you're as hard to kill as they say, Necromancer.
You sound like you have the same voice actor as Luke, actually.
Captain, what should we do with them?
Captain?
Kill them.
Ash, have you forgotten your orders, or have you just decided to ignore them?
Okay, well, we got Ash back there. We can't see his face because he's turned around, and we can't see your face because of the fucking speech bubble being in the way. Oh, there we are.
Fine. Restrain them and lock them in a cabin somewhere.
So we don't get to see Ash's face, but we get to learn his name.
Heed my voice. Luke.
But we do get to see the other lady's face, but we don't get to learn her name. Like, I feel like there's a little bit of a discrepancy here.
Luke! Thank goodness. You were moaning in your sleep.
Take a shot every time I say the word discrepancy. I seem to use that a lot lately.
Where am I?
But lately, I mean today.
In a cabin on board the Tartarus.
That's right. Monsters attacked and then...
And then explosions. Well, ice explosions, but you know.
I killed someone?
Yes.
Alright, we need to get out of here and rescue Ion.
It looked like they took Ion away.
From what we overheard the Oracle Knights saying, it sounds like they'll be returning to the Tartarus. We'll ambush them and rescue him then.
Wait! If you do that, there'll be more fighting!
Yes.
Yes, what about it?
We might end up killing people again.
Yes. What about it?
That can't be helped. They'll kill us if we don't kill them first.
Yeah, we're in a war situation, look. You don't get to play the moral high ground in this situation.
What are you saying? We're talking about human lives.
You especially, Luke, don't get to talk about having a moral high ground.
Yes, human life is a valuable thing.
Says the Necromancer.
If we sit here and do nothing, a war will start, and even more people will die.
Actually, I feel like a Necromancer would actually understand the value of human life. Just, you know, also kind of plays with them a little bit. With a bag of grapes and a banana.
Right now, this is our battlefield. There's no good or evil here, just life or death.
Yeah, so you got grapes and banana, we have a dead man. And no food.
There's danger even in normal life. One could be attacked by monsters or bandits. Those who lack strength do things like hire mercenaries, band together, and travel by coach. Those with the strength to fight do, sometimes even children. They do what they must in order to survive.
It's a cruel world out there.
That's got nothing to do with me. I didn't know anything about that, and I didn't come here because I wanted to.
No, but now you're in here. You better learn, Luke.
Astonishing.
Everything by coaches for weaklings.
What kind of environment must one grow up in to be this ignorant of the situation?
Ever since the Malkuth attempt to kidnap him, he's been forbidden to leave his manor for his own safety.
Though his been real shelter.
I see. Then I suppose it's natural for him not to know anything about the world.
I can't help it. I don't have memories of my childhood. I don't know anything.
It's my responsibility that all of this happened, so I promise I'm going to get you back home. In return, don't get in our way. If you're not willing to fight, you're only going to be a burden.
I mean, she said it.
I didn't say I wouldn't fight. I just don't want to kill anyone.
Kinda hard to do, Luke. Kinda hard. This is not a fencing match. This is not training. You're not gonna be a Super Saiyan. You're actually trying to kill people here. Because if you don't kill them, they're gonna kill you.
It's the same thing. Right now, fighting means fighting against the human beings who took the Tartarus. If you don't want to kill the enemy, then stay hidden behind us.
I'm just saying, let's not fight any more than we have to. I don't want to die either.
Oh, look, I'm going to run straight into every battle I see. You know that? We need money. We need experience. We need these things. I'm not going to ignore them.
It's not like I'm killing people because I want to.
So, you're going to fight? I'll be counting on you as part of our force.
I said I will.
Good.
What was that?
Why, my name is Necromancer. Heed my command.
What was that? What did you just do?
Initiate emergency plan corpse hunt.
What happened?
But who are you? I thought that was Anis for a second, but I was like, wait a minute, that's not Anis.
Power systems down. Controls down. The Tartarus is completely inoperable.
It's blue. I don't know if it's actually supposed to be blue or if the emulator is making it blue.
System I set up in advance. It should take them some time to recover.
Wow.
Where should we head from here?
Go to the port hatch. During an emergency shutdown, that's the only one that will open. The Oracle Knights holding Ion should try to enter from there as well.
But they took away our weapons.
They're probably still nearby. Let's look for them.
We also can't access the menu. As long as we don't have weapons. It means that you can't alter the options menu. Or load a game while you're here. Which is kind of weird. But okay. Fighting for our lives. Look, get a hold of yourself. Your life depends on it. I said I'm fighting. Just feel bad, that's all. Feeling for those you've slain is an admirable trait. But only if it doesn't become a hindrance. Shut up. Are you afraid? I said shut up already. You wanna know I'm afraid? If I get in the way, let's go and I'll show you. If your performance is up to your words, I'll have no complaints whatsoever. If his performance is up to his words. Take a page from Chrono Trigger and fight with your fists.
The elevator isn't working.
I expected as much.
What do we do? Is there any other way out?
Somewhere in one of these rooms should be something fun we can use to escape.
Fun.
Something fun?
Colonel, what are you talking about?
That particular line delivery sounded genuine.
It wouldn't be as fun if I told you, now would it? Let's search the rooms around here.
Okay.
I don't think there's any.
Sure hope nobody spots us.
I don't think there's anything fun about this situation, Jade. I mean, it's not. I don't think it's as dramatic as Luke is making it out to be, but I don't think it should be fun either. Okay. It's my brother being okay. Help my uncle mark a Facebook market. Place post as sold. Earn some money helping him and sell a truck. But I'm. Oh, okay. Well, congratulations on selling a truck while you were AFK. But no, don't worry. Every once in a while, and by every once in a while, I mean like in every single time that I'm watching somebody else stream, I will for sure have to go AFK at some point for like a long time. to like help my mom with something. It's going to happen. I don't get a choice on that one. Okay. This is one advantage of setting an RPG in quasi-modern times. You can shut down an elevator, send the party through a dungeon, then reactivate it for a nice shortcut afterwards. Yeah, that kind of works in modern settings. Anyways, here's a toilet. There's no door. I mean, it's nice for them to actually give you a toilet, but at the same time, there's a lady here. So if either Luke or Jade have to use the toilet, like, I imagine it's kind of awkward for Tyr, or vice versa. A toilet in a JRPG is ultra rare. Well, I mean, every once in a while. Yeah, see, here's another one. It's behind this door, or whatever it is. It's got bunker beds. I mean, they've actually got some minor accommodations. I mean, they got a toilet. They don't have a shower, but they do have a toilet, which is quite impressive for a prison cell. They got bed sheets, got a chair. They got quite a bit of space. The bunker bed doesn't look that uncomfortable. I've definitely seen way worse. We got some more chairs, and some boxes. You can probably use as a, like, play chess on them or something, or play cards. I don't know. I don't know how prisoners entertain themselves in these cells, or in general for that matter. Probably draw on the wall a lot. There's the treasure chest. Is that our weapons?
Wow, they didn't take them very far. They weren't even guarding them.
I imagine they were guarding them originally. Right now, they're probably busy trying to revive the Tartarus.
Let's go.
This is furnished better than my attempt at a Fallout bunker in-house flipper. Well, I guess that just comes to show that even in a post-apocalyptic setting, you can still have some commodities. Just because the world's falling apart doesn't mean your room has to be falling apart as well. Okay. I love when people in Minecraft make toilets, even though you can't use them. Like, there's a way to make a toilet in Minecraft, but again, there's no way of actually using it. So like, they just do it for decoration, and I find that that's just a special attention to detail that is just nice to see.
Ah, here we are. We'll find our something fun in the back, behind these boxes.
So, we just need to move these boxes then?
That's right. By the way, Luke, I can't say I think much of you forcing a woman to do the heavy lifting.
I'm fine, Colonel.
Or do rich aristocratic boys lack any muscles?
I mean, it actually does have muscles. It's just a brick.
And here I thought even your brain was made of muscle.
What did you say? Wait a minute, you're a guy too. You help out.
No, I'd rather not. You're younger than I am, after all. My age, all my joints ache.
You know, I would say that at 30-something you shouldn't have joint pain. But I'm 20-something and I have joint pain. So I'm not actually gonna comment on that.
Fine, whatever. Out of the way, I'll do it.
Thanks.
That just shows the lack of exercise I have.
I thought I told you to shut up.
Yes, I know how to move up this game, it's fine. Yes, I got it. Jesus Christ, but we're not ready to move in here. Wait, this is a post-apocalyptic world? No, actually. But we are in a very grim-looking location right now. I do stuff like that all the time in Minecraft. My method is a water-filled cauldron topped with an iron trapdoor. Ah, yeah, I think that's the main way to do it, but it might be another one. Alright, then we got some treasure chests. Let me do it like this. Hold on. I can get this treasure chest here. 1200 gal, I can use that. Still, I think that's a capacity core. Yes. Physical attack and enhance, as opposed to just physical attack. So yeah, that's better. Let's get that on look. And then down here we can... Got stuck up one time. Finally, look, found his style E. Is still E. Hurry! We haven't got time for detours. We have to get into a position before those Oracle guys get back. Jade, let me get the side quests in first. Jeez. Alright, hold on. If I do that, and then I do this, and then I push that here, and I can push that back, there we go. Life bottle. Okay, cool. Great. I can go out in public without getting embarrassed. Nice. Okay. Alright. What was that? It's the 6 god generals. Okay. Random comment to drop here. Let's get moving. We don't know how many of the 6 god generals attacked the Tartarus. Are there more here besides that Largo and the Black Lion you took down before? At least 3. One controlling the Ligers and Griffins, and the ones that attacked us at the bridge. We have no chance against them like this. Granted, they took us by surprise, but we were still both downed in an instant. If we can take them by surprise instead, like with Largo, things would be different. But we can't count on that happening again. So, it's gonna be a whole bit of a complicated situation here. Alright, well, let's see. Just need to push this, like way back here. And then I can push this, like back. By the way, get used to pushing things in this game. You're actually gonna need to do that a lot.
Here it is.
For some specific puzzles.
This is your something fun?
Colonel, is that gunpowder?
Gunpowder? Why is that here?
But it's a military base.
A group of soldiers aboard the ship had been pilfering supplies to sell on their own. I discovered that they'd been hiding gunpowder here, though this commotion has made my investigation pointless.
I see. So we're going to ignite this and destroy the wall.
Are you serious?
Are you gonna say the other line, Luke? Or do I have to wait here? Luke? Alright, fine.
We'll be fine as long as we're not caught in the explosion. Now let's hurry.
Do we light it with the phonic art?
No, we light it with Mew. You're on, Mew.
Yes, sir.
Whoa, wait a... Jeez, you could have waited half a second.
I mean, it's not like the explosion was that big. I don't think that makes logical sense, but it's fine.
Mew. I'm sorry, Master.
No, that was perfect, Mew. Now, let us be going.
Right. How can those two watch an explosion go off right in their faces? I swear, they're not human.
I mean, they're both experienced military-trained fighters. That's how. You're just a dude that lived in his freaking room all his life, Luke. A long sword. Fine, I get you a better sword, I guess. Alright. What are they trying to do? What are these guys trying to accomplish by kidnapping Ion? Well, Ion is working to avoid war. So perhaps they're trying to disrupt the peace talks? Given Ion's influence in both Kimlaska and Malkut, his presence is critical to the peace process. Preventing him from reaching Badical would certainly be the most direct and effective method to disrupt that process. But attacking a Malkut military vessel just for that, it makes me wonder. You think there could be more to it? What do you mean? And no vital conjecture. Let's discuss this after we've taken care of the present situation. Sure, I know where we are, because I went down here earlier. Also, wouldn't that be a bit of a problem unless the Tartarus is stationary? There should be a lot of wind and shit going out of that hole right now. But I guess that's a budget we don't have the capacity to engage in right now. Okay. Keep running around as Luke. God damn it. Well, I guess already here went. Yeah, you can hear it. Next is right near here. Let's hurry. Oh. Guess we're not going that way, never mind. I thought we were going to the bridge, but I guess we're just going to fight this particular Griffin and Liger again.
Let's go.
Okay. Ow. Okay.
That's your best?
We got it. We're okay. And now we gotta fight this one.
I'll destroy you.
I think once we're done with the starters and we're able to save again, I think that was just gonna be where we're gonna finish it tonight. Because it's gonna be about 2 hours anyways. There we go.
Man, I was awesome. Did you see me?
Your footwork was sloppy. You missed their vital points. You were a mess.
Oh, shut up.
Sure, whatever. Okay. Well, I guess we're probably going this way then. The only other location I can think of.
It looks like we made it in time. There they are.
Oh, so we are stationary.
Have they realized the Tartarus did an emergency shutdown?
Probably.
I'd be rather surprised if they haven't. More importantly, we can't use phonic arts. There's no time for casting.
Look, if I don't touch any buttons, you have plenty of time, actually.
It's not like you can use any decent phonic arts anyway with that phone slot seal.
It's got at least one.
How can you say things like that? The Colonel's been working hard to undo the phone slot seal.
I don't mind. It's the truth.
Open the emergency hatch.
Right away.
So she's got eye on.
Fire! Now!
Okay, that's kind of funny. I will admit. That's a neck stretch if I ever saw one.
You're a force to be reckoned with, even with your phonic arts sealed.
That's quite a compliment. I'm honored. Now, throw down your weapons. Dear, your phonic hymn.
Think of it if anything could make it downright hilarious. Just a little bit of zoom ins, a little bit of sound effects, and there you go. You got one of the funniest scenes in the game.
Tyr grants?
Okay, so I guess you know Steer.
Major Lagretta.
Okay, so that's her name. Okay, oh yeah, that's a liger. That's a big liger. You have terrible aim, lady. Or maybe those were warning shots? I'm assuming those were warning shots.
Master, we're surrounded.
We noticed. Oh hey, there's Luke's forward smash if he was in Smash. Actually, I would much prefer that over any regular sword attack he could do.
Arietta, what's happened to the Tartarus?
I completely forgot there were guns in it. Yeah, there did guns in this game. There's some amount of modern technology.
It's still inoperable. I was only able to get this far because my friend tore open the wall.
Okay, so we got Arietta, Lagretta, Ash, Largo, and I think that's it.
Good work. Restrain them and...
And look at that, there's a man falling from the sky.
Enter the amazing guy.
It's the best character in the game. No, his guy is genuinely my favorite character in the game, actually.
Arietta!
You didn't have to make that sound, Arietta.
Now, drop your weapons once more and go back inside the Tartarus.
Dynamic entry, very much so.
You're next. Take your monster inside.
Phone Master, I...
Please, do as he says, Arietta.
So they know each other. That's a weird looking doll, actually.
All the hatches should stay closed for a while.
Phew, thank goodness. Good timing, guy.
I looked all over for you. Never thought you'd turn up in a place like this.
By the way, Ion, where's Annis?
The enemy stole the Emperor's letter. Annis went to get it back, but a monster knocked her out of a porthole. But I heard soldiers say that they couldn't find the body, so I'm hoping she's all right.
There's some more that sentence. That doesn't sound very alright to me.
Then let's head for St. Bina. That's our rendezvous point with Annis.
St. Bina?
St. Bina.
It's a city to the southeast of here.
Hello, Tyr is looking all frustrated over there. What's going on?
We just need to make it there, right?
What about your troops? They're still inside the ship, right?
I can't imagine there being any survivors. If they left any witnesses, it would lead to war between the Order of Lorelei and Malkuth.
How many people were on board?
This was a top-secret mission, so only half the usual number. Around 140.
That's a lot of people.
Over 100 people were killed.
Well, damn.
Let's get going. If we get caught here, the war that follows will claim the lives of many more.
Guy has joined the party, yes. Now, while I'm not confident in switching to Tyr or Jade just yet, Guy, on the other hand, I'm perfectly fine with switching over to him, even if it's lower level than Luke. In fact, hold on. Look, give me your sword. Okay. There we go. You get a longsword, Guy. You don't need that weird blade cutlass thing. Okay. Iron mail. What do you got? Look, leather mail. Okay, that's actually worse. Bronze bracelet, regular bracelet. Give him the leather helm too while we're at it. Yes. There you go. Look, you are now useless. I don't like you. And arts guy, you have Demon Fang. That's the only thing you have. That's fine. We'll learn some more. Luke's grand adventure. Looks like things have been pretty tough for you, huh? Look. Yeah, no kidding. It's just been one thing after another. Looks grand adventure. Hey, this isn't a joke here. Well, everything's mostly taken care of, right? We'll have to be back in Backloggery in no time. I sure hope so. I can hear your eager anticipation for a fifth party member. Yes, so we can just kick Luke out of here. I hint he is actually the best playable character to use. You know, he's the most, like, beginner-friendly, and he does have a lot of strong skills. But the character in question... No. I'm not okay with the character in question. So we're gonna... Yeah, Guy Cecil, his full name, Guardian, that's what it is. Jade, I forgot to change it to Necromancer. Tyr Grant, Jade Curtis, Luke Fonfara, that's our current party. We got two more slots, so we'll be filling those up soon enough. So let's just stop by St. Bina, and I think that's where we're gonna like stop. Oh, hi, Ion.
Hey, you okay?
Ion, you used Gothic phonic arts aboard the Tartarus, didn't you?
Probably to defend himself.
That thing you did back at the Cheagle's place?
I'm sorry. My body just isn't built to use Gothic phonic arts. A fair bit of time has passed, so I thought I'd recovered, but...
Let's rest for a while. At this rate, we risk shortening Ion's life.
So we're taking a minute. That's okay. Nice legs there, Tyr.
An emissary on a mission to prevent war. But why would Mose want to start a war anyway?
I'm afraid that's confidential to the Order. I can't talk about it.
But I feel like that's important information we should know.
Oh, come on.
Whatever his reasons, this war must be avoided. We won't let Mose interfere.
You've sure gotten yourself wrapped up in a mess here, Luke.
By the way, who are you?
Guy.
Oh, right. I haven't introduced myself, have I? I'm Guy. I'm a servant in Duke Fabra's manor.
It does have a thing, though. A bit of a problem.
Guy doesn't like women.
But he's afraid of women.
I'd say it looks more like a phobia.
Yeah, he has gynophobia. He's like actually genuinely terrified of women.
Sorry, it's nothing personal. It's just...
If it helps, you don't have to think of me as a woman.
Tear, with your curves, it's kinda hard. It's kinda hilarious, actually.
Fine. I'll be sure to keep my distance. Will that take care of it?
Sorry.
Very cleverly hiding the fact that they don't connect hands when they shake. Yeah, because it probably looks very awkward. In the actual animation.
Yes, under orders from Duke Fabra. We knew he disappeared into Malkuth territory.
I can't help it, you've got really big hair.
I went by land from Macedonia, while Dorian General Grants crossed the sea and started searching from Kite Sewer.
Master Van's looking for me too?
My brother's here?
Your brother? You mean...
Oh, hi, we got people.
Oh dear. It looks like we've run out of time to chat.
Those are people.
Yes, we already had to deal with people.
Luke, stay back. You know you won't be able to kill them.
You won't get away.
You didn't rearrange my party, did you, game? I'm still playing as Guy, right?
Let's go.
Okay, good. So you see, Guy is also a swordsman, just like Luke. But what's the difference? He's faster. So, kinda like him better. There we go.
You're no match for us.
So yeah, Luke and Guy are like actually just interchangeable. You can have one or the other in your team. You do not need both. So yeah, as soon as we can replace Luke, we're just gonna take that sucker out of here. What's the downside? Lower HP. Yeah, I think he actually has just like maybe less attack damage or maybe less defense. Yeah, Luke is different. Yeah, Luke is tankier, but Guy is faster. And also a more likable character. I feel like that's a genuine upside to him. Yeah, Luke is for babies, Guy is for gamers.
Luke, snap out of it.
Yeah, I told you Guy was for gamers. And Tears over here having to sacrifice himself for this idiot.
Tear,
You idiot.
Luke has received the Frightful One title, and that's the title you're gonna keep for a long time. Okay. Well, let's make sure that stays true. As I say, even on the battlefield, one human killing another is still a frightful experience. You're only human after all. I know. Fuck you. Alright. Well, first of all, let's save. Actually, honestly, this is like a good spot to stop for tonight. Like, in a campfire. Low ambience. Yeah, I feel like this is a good spot to stop the game. But I'll go ahead and pull up that video that I wanted to watch for you guys. So hold on a second. Can I not pause the game from outside of here? Okay, I guess I can't. Never mind. Hey. And me. See, the cable I was using for my PS4 controller bent a little bit, so now I'm having to use a different cable. And it's a cable I was using for my drawing tablet, and I kind of don't like doing that. Hold on. But it's the only option I have, and now it's got tangled down here. Jesus Christ, can you please stop? Thank you, Lord. Alright, so I'm gonna have to get a new cable so I can have both my controller and my pen tablet connected at the same time. Okay, let's go ahead and let me pull up the video first. And okay. Okay, let's go ahead and switch now. There we are. Okay. So I'm gonna try something. Well, first of all, I'm gonna go and close the game down. We don't need that up anymore. We're going to minimize that. I'm gonna put this over here. I'm gonna put the video here on this side. And I'm gonna put the chat over here. And I'm gonna just go ahead and maximize this. And see if I can maybe... Huh. Obviously this looks kind of weird, but this might actually be the best resolution I can get for the video here. So let's see if I can do something like that. Then again, that does look kind of awkward. Okay. I hope this doesn't make me feel self-conscious about the banana. What happens when you drink bleach? Yeah, okay, let's just watch it. Let's just watch the video like this. Okay, go.
Video was voted for by patrons of Questions for Science. At some point in time, everyone has overeaten at least once. It's just something that people do, and as long as you don't make it a habit...
So, you know, don't overeat for 16 days in a row. I mean, I don't think that number is entirely accurate, but, you know, it's just generally speaking, you know, don't make it a habit. You can overeat like once or twice every so often.
It's not that bad. However, when you overeat, bad things do happen to your body. But first, let's get on the same page of what is defined as overeating. According to Wikipedia, overeating or hyperphagia is defined as excess food consumed in relation to the energy that an organism expends, leading to weight gain and often obesity. It may be regarded as an
eating disorder and can be a symptom of binge eating disorder or bulimia nervosa.
Now, I don't know why I did that voice. Maybe it's for the YouTube censors to stop, you know, like don't look at the video weirdly.
Well, how about a definition that's less...
I see people do that whenever the word death comes
physical
up.
Manifestations, overeating is defined as consuming a volume of food that is more than 1 liter.
So I don't know if you guys have like a weigh-in tool in your house. We actually have one, so I might have to start weighing how much food I'm eating and how much a liter is. Because I feel like I eat more than that on a regular dish.
Which is the fill volume for the stomach. More specifically, if after a meal you have nausea, abdominal discomfort, and extreme fatigue, you've probably overeaten.
Yeah, scale, that's what it is.
What happens to your body when you overeat? Firstly, the stretching of the stomach stimulates the vagus nerve, which runs from the brain down to the stomach. The high amount of stretching in the gut sends a signal to your brain to tell you that you've hit capacity. This triggers the brain to stimulate a painful sensation of tissue stretching in the stomach to make sure you stop eating.
So again, your brain has a built-in mechanism to make sure you don't do that. Now, here's the catch. And obviously I think he's about to explain this in the video.
One way people unintentionally overeat is by eating too fast. If you eat too quickly, you can actually bypass this stretch mechanism by filling the stomach with food before it has time to expand, causing you to overeat and then feel a delayed reaction of being full. The stomach, by default, holds 1 liter of food.
Yeah, so basically what he just explained is that the most common way that people overeat is, again, by eating too fast. And I feel like that's just something inherent that you're going to have to encounter Especially if you're eating like during your lunch break at work and you only have like half an hour, you're gonna have to eat fast because you're counting down the time that you have to heat up the time it took you to heat up the food, the time it takes you to like serve it, to get like utensils and all of that stuff. So you only really have like 20 minutes. And yeah, just in general, I feel like in the United States in particular, the issue of having to eat too fast because we just don't have time for anything is a very common problem. But if it is possible, eat slower. If you got an hour lunch break, I don't know, pull up a video and just eat while eating the video. That might make you eat a little bit slower. Something like that. See, people of the world, I'm in the right. Eat slower. I'm like the only person in my life that takes his time during meals. Also advocate for hour-long lunches. Half hours are not enough, especially if you need to cook it yourself for the job. Yeah, thankfully I do usually get an hour lunch break. But when I have a shorter shift, they will only give me half an hour, which I guess it's fine. If it's a shorter day, I don't mind only having half an hour. But on my previous job at Best Buy, when I used to work there, even a long day would only give me half an hour. That was shit. Hated that.
But because the organ tissue can stretch, its volume can increase up to 3 liters. With the stomach volume now being 2 to 3 times larger, it presses up against your abdominal organs, which are packed together like sardines, making the infamous food baby. Your stomach also pushes on the diaphragm, reducing the expansion volume of your lungs, which is why you have shallow breaths after you overeat.
So basically, why you're out of bed after eating is because your stomach is literally crushing your lungs, or pushing the organs around the stomach to crush your lungs. So, I'm being very explicit with the details here so that you guys and myself learn to not overeat so often. I get hour lunches. Yeah, definitely, if you can get an hour lunch.
Next, your expanded stomach and food contents put pressure on a piece of circular muscle called the cardiac sphincter, which sits between the esophagus and the opening of the stomach.
Oh, hey, welcome to the stream, Jackrabbit. We're actually about to finish. We're just watching this one video now before I end for tonight, but we did just finish Tales of the Abyss, but nonetheless, welcome to the stream. I enjoyed this video about overeating and why you shouldn't do it.
The job of the cardiac sphincter is like every other sphincter in the body, to act as a natural body passage, like here, here, and here, but that one's not for food. It also constricts the...
it's where food comes out of, so technically it is for food, but we don't talk about that one.
The opening of the stomach to prevent backflow of food into the esophagus. The expanded stomach stretches the sphincter, making it open, which is why you feel nauseous when you overeat.
Yeah, so the reason you feel nauseous when you overeat is because your stomach is essentially pushing gastric juices up your esophagus to let you know that you've overeaten. Look at all the things that your body does to stop you from overeating, and you still do it. Do you see how much the human brain hates itself? Like, every other part of the body is actively trying to keep you alive, and then there's your brain just trying to fucking kill you. It's the dumbest fucking organ.
The stomach has a reflex that prevents you from eating so much that you rupture it. If you were to eat more than the stomach could physically hold, the food contents would be forced past the cardiac sphincter and into your esophagus. Once here, the stomach activates a purging reflex that makes you vomit the contents, so you don't damage the organ. However,
so the reason you vomit is so if you weren't able to vomit, you would die. So vomiting is better than dying. Is this video going to end with that Monty Python sketch of the fat guy exploding?
Overeating, you stop.
I don't think so, but that would be fitting.
This causes the reflex to be irritated, putting you in a constant halfway point between nausea and feeling full. While digesting, the parietal cells in the stomach lumen release gastric acid composed of hydrochloric acid, potassium chloride, and sodium chloride. Normally, this is a harmless process, Gastric acid is released, food is broken down, and is then sent to the small intestine. No problem. However, because your stomach is now 2 to 3 times overfilled, the body has to produce a higher volume of gastric acid to digest the food. Add to the fact that your cardiac sphincter is now partially open, the higher volume of gastric acid flows into your esophagus, causing heartburn. If your meal was high in fat like chicken wings or cheeseburger...
Yeah, so the heartburn that you feel when you overeat is gastric juices going up into your heart. Well, not necessarily your heart, but pretty close. So, that's why that is. You know, again, more reasons to not overeat.
The digestion will take even longer, as fats require the most time to be broken down.
And that's why a lot of Americans are kind of fat, because we eat a lot of grease up here. And, yeah, grease is tasty. Well, that's about the only good thing about it.
Finally, a very large amount of digested food has to be passed through your intestines. More food means more weight, which means more work for your intestinal tract. Your heart rate increases to divert extra blood from the rest of your body to stimulate compression of the intestines, to carry the food to your colon. Once digested food is in the intestines, the pancreas secretes higher amounts of amylase, protease, and lipase enzymes to further break down carbohydrates, protein, and fat in your intestines. This diversion of blood from your muscles and extra enzyme production requires large amounts of energy, causing extreme fatigue, which is why you feel so tired after you overeat.
You know, there used to be a coworker at my place. He was obese. Like not a little overweight, not like very over. No, he was straight up obese. And I distinctly remember, like, he would always be like panting, like yeah, he would always be like that, even if he was just standing still. And that just kind of put a very strong image on me, like, Jesus Christ, I want to avoid having this man's problem as much as possible, because, I mean, obviously you don't want to judge people's character, you don't want to judge anybody's personality based on their eating habits, but you also definitely want to make sure that you understand being overweight, being obese, being fat, not good. Not in the slightest. You do not want to have these things on you. If you can be healthy, absolutely do it. Being fat doesn't make you a shitty person. That's fat shaming. But it's not good to be fat. And I learned that when I got stretch marks. Stretch marks is what did it for me. I completely changed my eating habits after I noticed them. That's one reason I, in particular, shouldn't eat before bed. I can't sleep when I'm hot and all that blood flow races to the body temperature, yes.
Luckily, once food leaves the stomach, it shrinks back to its normal resting volume of 73 milliliters. However, consistent overeating will lead to weight gain, as the excess calories that are not burned off are stored as fat. A really good way to prevent yourself from overeating is to eat slower. The best meal to achieve this is soup, because it takes longer to eat a bowl of soup than it does a slice of pizza or a cheeseburger.
That's not a soup, that's a toilet. Sir, your own drink from that one.
By the time you finish the soup, your brain has had time to register that your stomach has expanded, instead of overfilling before it expands. And click the bell to subscribe,
Well, there you go. That's why you shouldn't overeat. Because it does some bad shit to you. Does some real bad shit to your stomach and your intestines and even your brain a little bit, your lungs. It does a lot of damage to your body. Funny looking soup. Please subscribe and don't forget to eat. Can't end a video without that. Oh, hey, Saladin Suri. We are about to end the stream, but welcome to the stream. Hope you enjoy the next, 2.5 minutes. That's why there's such a human need for soup. I actually do really like soup. Like broccoli cheddar soup, delicious. Ajiaco, which is like Colombian food, delicious. What else? What other soups do I like? Does noodles count as soup? Like ramen noodles? It's kind of soup. A little bit. Now let's talk about soup for 2 hours. Clam Chowder? Clam Chowder's pretty good. Just don't try to buy soup from the soup store. Why are you buying clothes at the soup store? Fuck. My God. Yeah, 2.5 minutes pure soup. My mom makes a caldo de pollo. That is my favorite thing ever. Oh my God, yes. Like well-made chicken soup with like avocado and lemon and tomatoes and even a little bit of rice in there, again on top of the usual ingredients. Shit, delicious. And it also just eliminates diseases. Like every time I get a cold, which is not often nowadays because I really take care of myself. I haven't had a cold since the coronavirus season started. Been taking care of myself. But, you know, before that, whenever I would get a cold, my mom would make chicken soup, and it did it. That I don't need Tylenol, I don't need no Aleve, I just need chicken soup. It's just the blessed remedy. Avocado, tomato, yes, avocado, tomato, and lemon on chicken soup. Trust me. Like not an actual lemon, but like the lemon juice on the chicken soup. Trust me. Shit's delicious. And yes, avocado chunks and like sliced tomatoes, like diced tomatoes in little tiny pieces on chicken soup. I know you might have never tried that before. Try it. If you go to a Mexican restaurant, they might have soup like that. Definitely give it a shot. It's good. It's real good. Okay. I haven't had coronavirus since the cold season. I haven't had coronavirus, period, actually, which is good. I mean, I did take the vaccine and that fucked me up, but other than that, okay, soup, Vicks, and Sprites are magical. Yeah, Sprite is supposed to be good for diseases. I don't know how much I trust that, but I guess I haven't tried it yet, so I'll have to give it a shot. Yeah, the Vapor Rub. I never had that stuff, but it seems like everyone else did. Yeah, it's except for the Sprite, I have had the other one, Soup and Vicks Vapor Rub, which in Colombia we call el Vic Vaporú, because we don't know how to read English, so we just say like we think it's supposed to be. All right. Anyways, I think that's gonna be it for me tonight. Again, I did start kind of tired because I had to wake up really early for work today. And I have to wake up relatively early for work tomorrow again, so I don't want to go too late into the night. However, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Sorry that like most of the people joined the stream as I'm ending it. But I guess that just kind of happens when you stream at this time. I mean, there's definitely, I don't know how many of you guys are in Pacific time, because I'm in Eastern time, and I know there's a lot of people in Pacific time. Even though there's only 3 states in Pacific time, there's still a lot of people across those 3 states, especially California. A lot of people in California. I think like 10% of the country's in California. That's... And a good portion of that 10% is like gamers and, you know, geeks and people that enjoy this kind of content. It's a Monday night. Most folks went to bed hours ago around here. You know what? You have a fair point there too. I probably would have gone to bed already if it wasn't for the stream. Anyways, nonetheless, I don't think I will stream tomorrow because on Wednesday I have to wake up real early for work, so I shouldn't stream. But maybe on Wednesday I might go ahead and stream. And I think on Wednesday, if I'm not super tired and we have enough time, that's when we're gonna play the Tales of Arise demo. Again, I have it downloaded and got it ready to go. We just need to actually stream it now. Tomorrow might be a good day for you to stream Ace Attorney. Then yeah, go ahead and take care of that. I'll definitely tune in until the end of the case that you're currently on, but I might have to tune out after that because I want to go into the rest of the game blind. because Ace Attorney is exciting. Yeah, so Akilas was streaming Ace Attorney yesterday. That was my first exposure to Ace Attorney, and we are definitely going to check that out. I loved what I saw of Ace Attorney, so I don't know when that's gonna happen. It's probably gonna be like a long time still, because I can't really fit it into my current schedule. But at some point there is gonna be Ace Attorney blind in this channel. That looked fantastic. Alright. Anyways, I'm about to pass out here. If you're going to work, hope you have a good day at work. If you're going to school, hope you have a good day at school. And anything else that you're doing, I hope you have a good one. I will catch you guys again, maybe, hopefully on Wednesday. If not, for sure, some other time this week. I love watching my first time Pokemon, so I'm looking... Yeah, I will definitely do some more Pokemon as well in the future. I mean, the only Pokemons I have experience with it are Fire Red and Omega Ruby. Every other one, I'm basically going in blind, so that would be great too. Yeah, a lot of plans for the future, but, you know, everything in due time. We can't rush it. Have a good night, everybody. I'll see you again then. And, yeah, bye-bye. Drink some soup. Make sure you drink soup and don't eat too many hamburgers and chicken tenders. All that stuff. Alright, good night.